Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I am back. I'm here to bring you a Divine Feminine reading. This is what do you need to know and what's coming, okay? So, hold on, because I was flowing last night. Let me put my stones back where I had them. Let's put you here. Let's put you here. Let's put you there. Okay, now I'm ready. Good morning. How is everyone doing? I hope fantastic. It is Sunday. Sunday. Going fishing in a Hemi-powered Dodge Ram. I love that commercial. Although I saw something recently while I was in Florida. What was it, Miller? It was a beer commercial, and it was like the official beer of drinking in the shower. It was the funniest shit ever. It was the most redneck shit I ever seen. But it was funny as hell. I firstly never had a beer in the shower, but I have consumed a cocktail while soaking in the tub, so no judgment. But that shit was funny. I don't know why I'm saying this, but that's gonna hit for somebody. Fuck, it was funny. So your overall energy, Divine Feminine, is the King of Wands and the King of Swords. We have the Four of Swords, the King of Cups, the Star, and the Ten of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, the Magician, and the Ten of Swords. Ace of Wands, Hangman, Page of Wands, Five of Wands. Now I will say, Divine Masculine's reading ended with the Seven of Wands. Action-packed, huh? And so it seems, for Divine Feminine, feels as though, excuse me, I'm still stretching. Like, I've been up since 5:30 for no fucking reason, and I'm just like stretching and stretching. So forgive me. Divine Feminine is deep in contemplation. Just by looking at the King of Wands, there's some heaviness on your mind because there's an action you need to make, you need to take. Sure enough, right now, it's like you're contemplating how much power you really have. On one hand, you know you have what it takes to lead the way. Really. To drive your commitments, your connections. You do know this. You know you have what it takes. But on the other hand, you're like deciding if you even want to. It's funny because I mentioned three kings, right? So who's missing? King of Pentacles, right? Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles, right? So you seem to be incredibly aware of your value. Incredibly aware of what it is you have to offer. That when you put your mind to something, when you put your will to something, you can create anything. For some of you, this feels as though you've had so much recent success, right? That now it's put you in a space of really trying to figure out what's truly important. See the distance? See how far back the kingdom is, right? The king's up here. I like how the throne's outside the palace, right? It's like, it takes work to maintain all of this. Whether you work the land, you work with animals, whether you're climbing corporate ladders, it doesn't matter. It takes action, movement, momentum, work to achieve success. But for some of you, it's like, are you even able to enjoy it? So it's almost like, what good are earthly riches if you can't even get to it? Can't even enjoy it, the fruits of your labor. It's funny. Excuse me. I never noticed. Y'all see that on top of the crib? The palace back there. The winged statue, the angel. Standing guard, watching. And it looks as though there's another back there. Centuries. It's like centuries posted. You know, the King of Swords holds the power of life and death in his hands, quite literally. See the sword? The sword is a battle weapon, an instrument of destruction, or it can be an instrument of liberty. Just depends on how you want to wield the weapon. So it appears for some divine feminines it almost looks as though you've hit some strange fork in the road. Because it's like now you want true balance. The term having it all comes to mind. But when I put the cards down, right, when I looked at the King of Wands, King of Swords, right, I started hearing Beyonce. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Change the game with that digital drop. That shit. You know, like. All work and no play leaves Jill dull. Right. And so now, Divine Feminine, it appears as though you are now taking some time you're taking time to It's almost like listen to the song of your own heart. Yeah, because here, this is like the same symbology from the Ten of Cups. I know I point this out often, but I don't like to assume that people watch every video. And so it's like taking the time to listen to the song of your own heart. Because what you really want is that ultimate happiness. You want your Ten of Cups as much as you want the Ten of Pentacles. You want love and stability, love and commitment. You want to feel joy and optimism about partnership, about marriage, about union. And it seems for some people that you're dealing with, right, currently, that this pause you're taking, to some it actually appears very immature, seems juvenile. Because it's interesting how here, you see the imaging, right? Then the Four of Swords. Juvenile, right? Like the page. But here, clearly, high vibration. High vibration. But it's not actually about whether people comprehend your actions, your choices, your thought process. It's not for anyone else. It's not. It's not for anyone else. They don't have to get it. Never feel like you have to explain yourself to anyone. Anyone. Tell me more about the Star card. What is Divine Feminine hoping for that I haven't already covered collectively? That's too much. No. Page of Wands, like, showed itself, right? But it didn't flip. And I looked at it, said, and put it back in, and half the damn deck flipped. Like, oh, that wasn't simple enough? We'll try this. They play too much. Excuse me. What? Tell me more about this Star card, please. If there's anything else I haven't covered. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Hangman. I want you to know, right, in case you forgot, that what's meant for you is meant for you. I know you feel, right? I do. This is like, I'm looking at this image, like, it's very literal right now. It's so funny, because I garden, right? I like to grow shit. And sometimes you plant, you do everything right. Seriously, you do everything right. The soil pH is correct. Yeah, the time is right. Everything's by the book, right? By the numbers. And you're expecting something to show up exactly then because you did everything you were supposed to do. And the shit still don't grow when it's supposed to grow. Shit don't blossom, it don't flower, it don't. And you're like, what the fuck? We saw. You sitting there looking at this shit like, I can't believe I just put all this fucking time, effort, and energy into this, and this is what I get. And even right now, right? I really. And the flip side of this is like, alright, you did everything right, right? Shit's growing. It is. It's you're impressed with it. You're standing back, you're admiring, but you're acutely aware that the season's changing. That this has only so much more time to ripen before conditions rot the vine, rot the plant. Conditions make it so the fruit is no good. And so there's this moment, this internal moment of angst where like, I put all this work in yet again. And you're waiting for everything to be right because you don't want to pick too soon, you know. You want to make sure all the nutrients are in what you're growing, you know what I mean? Like, there's no point in picking a green tomato if it can stay on a vine or ripen until it's full color. You know, so there's this excited impatience with the whole process. Because it's like, things are ready when they're ready, but you're also acutely aware of the seasons changing, of time. But time is a human constraint. It's not a spiritual construct. But what you need to know, right, is that all will be ready. All that hard work won't be in vain. That the seeds that you sowed that were in good soil, meaning that divine soil, will blossom and grow. That the so-called pollination will take place. And you need to be more in this position of patience and knowing and certainty than this level of impatience. I know, right? It sounds funny, but it's like you have a choice. Because it's almost the exact same thing on either side of this, of the Two of Cups here, right? This is the human in you. This is the 3D experience. This is the spiritual. And it's funny, right? I like how the image is split, how in back of the woman on the Two of Cups, there's the Seven of Pentacles, right? Putting in that work. Doing what's needed here on earth in the 3D to get this union together, right? And here we have the masculine, right? Your soulmate, your counterpart, needing to do this spiritual work. And so you need to realize that the spiritual work is still being done on their part. It's an ever thing. It's an ever going process for all of us. You're not done with the spiritual work, although you might be more spiritually in tune. Maybe it was just different. Maybe you fell into traditional roles here in 3D, meaning you didn't maybe do as well for yourself independently as you could have, and you had to do things that were necessary to make sure that you were self-sufficient. And on the other hand, your counterpart probably handled all that shit very well, but neglected their spiritual growth. And so now, this is like what's coming, right? This Two of Cups energy, this beautiful soulmate connection. But it's not ready until you start, Divine Feminine. You start to look towards the divine, right? You need to stay in this space of meditation, right? So you can come to some enlightenment about why things are not where you want them to be. Because it's about you, but it's not. It's bigger than you. It reminds me of a phrase they used to toss around in the military. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. It is the most asinine philosophy when you're new to it, when you're coming out of a civilian mindset. And even you, Divine Feminine, you're coming out of a civilian mindset. You're coming out of the 3D mindset. Because when you're dealing with the divine, once again, time is a human construct. So you feel like you're rushing around, doing everything that you need to do, supposedly, right? And then you hurried up, and now you're waiting. That's part of your spiritual boot camp. It's a different sort of faith and trust building exercise between you and the Creator. Than it is for your divine counterpart. Your counterpart has to realize just the complete spiritual side of life. Your counterpart has to come out of tradition. Come out of the cave, so to speak. So I said, this high priestess, that's you. That's you going inside. You needing to nearly channel some of that hangman energy into this high priestess here. This time that you're being given is to really make sure you're right. What is that? I keep getting the bridegroom of Christ. That story about making sure you got enough oil in your lamp. You got time right now to prepare in all ways. You need to be using this time to make sure you're prepared. This is about you feeding your spiritual body. I get the feeling that by the time you re-emerge, right, and it's funny, right, because look, this to me is like the Hermit, which is really funny because under the Knight of Pentacles here, right, is the Hermit. Oh, we're not going to skim ahead that far. I got deep. So, I feel like right now, you're about to be placed, you're about to be sequestered once again. But I believe this time, this round of Hermit mode, when you re-emerge, right, you're going to find a transformed person. Divine Feminine, this is great. You go into the cave, a single person. You re-emerge from the cave, united, masculine and feminine energy within yourself, renewed, literally renewed, with newfound power. Not just vitality, but it will be vitality. You're going to look literally younger. With new energy, with new ability to manifest in real time, with very little effort. This time is going to be used to put down a barrier. A barrier. But this is no ordinary barrier. This is a spiritual barrier. But you're not, I'm telling you, when you come out this cave, this sacrifice will not have been in vain. It won't. You're going to be greeted with your divine counterpart. I kid you not. This is not going to be for everybody, I know that. But for a lot of people, this sequestering that's happening, this hermit mode that's happening, while you figure out what's really important and you learn some cosmic patience, yeah, you go in single, you come out married to the divine. This is a hell of a download. Wow. I'm nosy. What's that scroll? don't like reversals, but that's how this shit came out. What is this scroll? Wow. You won't be in isolation anymore. You won't be. You're not going to be as guarded. But I will say this. You will not be accepting anything less than. It's funny, right, how I pointed out the Ten of Cups energy here in the Star card, and here it is in reverse. Like I said, you want more. you are not settling, and you will not be moving forward with anything that isn't worth the effort. You know now that you don't lack for anything. You know now you don't have to search. This is one of those where it's like you realize you are the mountain. It is just really... This is wild. This download. Hold on, y'all. Wait. For some of y'all, this download is going to be a harsh truth about a religion or organization or some sort of spiritual path you've been on. Yeah. And where this was supposed to bring in a positive change, open your mind, when in reality all it's done is fill your head with smoke and fog and bullshit. Cloud your understanding, your thought process. Has allowed for the more negative aspects to be shared and thrust upon people. that its whole point was to steal your joy. To prevent you from moving forward on the path that the universe, the divine, wants you on. And to prevent you from growing. To distract you from your true craft, from your true purpose, from your true work. Going down a dark path for some. What else about this download? It came out sideways. Swift justice is coming. For some of you guys, right? My divine feminines, what you're going to experience with Saturn going direct is instant karma. It doesn't have to be a negative, so please don't think negatively. Swift justice. Yeah. Ooh. Swift justice. Swift justice for some and instant karma for others. You're going to do everything you can to protect this newfound vitality, this newfound vigor. But you're getting a lot of help. Some of you, this is a clear decision to no longer unnecessarily sacrifice anything. But at the same time, for others of you, see, look how they've merged. Look Look at this card. Look. Look how they've merged. Like I said, Divine Feminine, you are coming out whole of this next round of Hermit mode. You will be united. You will be united. You will be in total control of your masculine and feminine energy within. Look at that. Look at the merging of those energies. Told you. You were stressed out. You're stressed. Look at that. You're like, what's the point? Of working yourself like this, right? And you can't even get to enjoy it. Yeah, luckily, right, what you have is protected by the divine. So even though you grinded it out, you know, that's legacy though. That's what I see back there. That's not all for you. That's why it's protected. You don't need all that. That's not just for you. That's for your lineage. But you also want love. You want to feel balance, not just hold the balance. Being met on your level. You will be. You'll be met on your level. When you come out this next round of Hermit mode, you will. You'll be met on your level because you're going to be vibing so high. Look at that. You'll be able to see so clear and so far. You'll be radiating. So anyone who would dare to approach you at this stage, they will be on your level. For some of you, all these delays were there to ensure your victory. But it's like this last sacrifice is needed to ensure your victory. Look how this plays out, right? Look. You have Ace of Wands, right? Look at the imagery. King. See the golden fleece? He's holding the world. Flame, wand on fleek. Just flame on. Then look. Five of Wands, right? You see the dragon holding the fleece, right? You see the young page there, right? The young fire sign. See the maid there. It's masculine and feminine energy housed, you know, not together, but soon to be together, right? You have to use every part of yourself in order to slay this beast. That could just be yourself. That could be the devil, you know. It could be. He's always an adversary for everyone who's trying to stay on the straight and narrow. But it's like, to fight this, you gotta use everything you got, right? Because what you want is in its clutches. But it's worth the fight, it's worth the battle. So you can get where you're supposed to be. Quick. Right? Knowing that yes, it will be a sacrifice. Yes, but it won't be in vain. Because this is your ultimate destination. You know, it's funny, they came out this way, but the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, it's like, no, it'll all make sense real soon. It will. It won't have been in vain. All the trials, all the tribulations, all the delays, all the hang-ups, it won't. You will get it all. You will. You will have your 10 of Pentacles. You will have your 10 of Cups. You will. You will. But more than anything, it relies here. You knowing that you have it all. You have all the tools. Because you consciously co-create with the universe, with the divine. And this next download that's coming with this next round of Hermit mode. And the Knight's back on the bottom. Oh no, there it is. Yeah. To make it real. This download is going to help you make it real. From just spiritual to physical. But you have to stop engaging with these people. The harpies. The old crones, the witches, whatever. I'm just throwing out derogatory remarks. It's not like that. You have to stand up to these people. But really, it's not even about communication. It's about not communicating, about not letting people in your personal space, about not letting motherfuckers you don't like around you. You know what I mean? Like, if they grate against your spirit, why would you engage with them? Fuck that. Protect yourself. Allow yourself to actually heal. Stop being around people that will cause you strife. All I can say, Divine Feminine, is soon. Real soon. What other messages do you have for Divine Feminine? Too many. What other messages do you have for Divine Feminine? 1 or 2 cards? that? Whatever. That's less than it gave me before. Told you. When you come out this, alright, no. I'm not even gonna say that. That's funny. Someone from your past, right? Could be a past life, just could be your past, but I feel like your past, like this lifetime. That I don't want to be crass. Someone you had a good time with, right? Someone you had a soulmate connection with. Someone that things didn't work out with before, right? This person left. Wasn't really the right time for things to progress, right? You came to this person, you made them an offer, they hit you with the I'm good. And now, here they come wanting to make you an offer because now the time is right to work on things. But I feel like you gonna be a little resistant to this person returning to you because they kind of left you high and dry. But that's okay because it'll help you get closer to your creator. But at the same time, this person's coming back around. It is more than sex this time. It is. I think it was more than sex before, but it wasn't the right time. That's all I keep getting. It just wasn't the right time. Other shit was happening in people's lives. They couldn't focus on true love. But they never not thought about that cup. They remember. Trust me, they feel real bad about that shit. That's funny, I never got that before. Because you see the 5 cups sitting right there. You see them holding that 1 cup. You see, look. See you over there with the cup tied to a fucking rock. Like, damn, what happened? Motherfucker know. They know what they did. They know what they did. Damn, they know what they did. They feel bad about that shit. Yeah, they do. They feel real bad about it. And they're hoping they can make it up to you. Divine Feminine. You about to have a real interesting time. But there's a hell of a download coming in for your ass. But it comes with some power upgrades. Alright, Divine Feminine, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your donations and your private bookings. They are super duper appreciated. You can find me at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com, or you can find me at Tell All Your Business Tarot on Instagram. Again, light and love to you all. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday fun day. Bye.